What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, July 13th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. All right, let's dive right in. Starting with the pitcher position, I like George Kirby. He's got a stellar dash rank of 100, which is the highest on today's slate. He's facing the Los Angeles Angels, who rank 26th in opponent rank, making this a very favorable matchup. Kirby is giving up a low .673 OPS versus lefties and an even better .659 OPS versus righties. He's throwing his best ball versus righty batters and is facing 6 of them tonight. Kirby's also only allowing a .222 batting average versus the Angels. Combine this with his 18 fantasy points per game and the fact that he scored 19, 16, and 27 fantasy points in his last 3 games. I like George Kirby here versus the Angels. Switching over to the catcher position, let's talk about Cal Raleigh. Raleigh's got a 10% ownership percentage and is facing a middle-of-the-pack pitcher. He has a 1,800% total batting advantage and bats 18% better versus righty pitchers with a .794 OPS. With Raleigh scoring 21, 37, and 9 fantasy points in his last 3 games, I see value here. So I like Cal Raleigh at a salary of $4,700 DraftKings here versus the Angels. Next, let's move to the first base position with Spencer Horwitz. He's another high-value play with a dash rank of 100. Horwitz is facing a middle-of-the-pack pitcher from the Arizona Diamondbacks. He has a 2,900% total batting advantage, batting 29% better versus righty pitchers with a .754 OPS. Though he has no history against this pitcher, his consistent performance, scoring 5, 19, and 0 fantasy points in his last 3 games, makes him a strong contender for your lineup at $4,000 DraftKings salary. Jumping to the third base position, I'd recommend Brooks Lee. Lee has a dash rank of 68 and is facing a relatively weak batting team. Though he has no historical data against the pitcher, Lee has scored 2, 0, and 12 fantasy points in his last 3 games. His batting advantage is a solid 46% over right-handed pitchers, making him a valuable choice at $3,700 DraftKings salary. At shortstop, let's discuss Carlos Correa. Correa is making the most of his opportunities, batting a respectable .308 on the season with 13 home runs. While his batter total advantage is minus 11%, his experience and past performance lend credibility. He scored 5, 9, and 14 fantasy points in the last 3 games. Correa faces the Giants, who rank low at 22 in opponent rank, making him worth considering for $5,700 DraftKings salary. Finally, let's delve into the outfield with Corbin Carroll. Carroll is a solid pick with a dash rank of 90 and a 21% ownership percentage. He's facing a tough pitcher, but his stats hold strong. Carroll bats 21% better versus right-handed pitchers with a .912 OPS. Carroll also has an impressive 1.334 OPS and a .667 batting average against this pitcher, with 2 hits in 3 at-bats. Scoring 19, 2, and 7 points in his last 3 games, I highly recommend Carroll at a $4,700 DraftKings salary. Now let's look at some value picks. Hayden Birdsong stands out at pitcher with a salary of $6,300 and a dash rank of 83. He's facing the Minnesota Twins, who rank 7th in opponent rank. Birdsong offers consistency, scoring 12, 18, and 9 fantasy points in his last 3 games and averages 90 pitches per game. At this price range, he's a solid choice. For a value catcher, look at Gabriel Moreno. With a salary of $3,500, Moreno has a .678 OPS versus righties and a dash rank of 12. He's facing a Toronto Blue Jays pitcher, against whom he has a .500 batting average. Moreno's recent games have shown potential, scoring 2, 5, and 9 fantasy points. If you're trying to save at first base, Matt Carpenter for the Los Angeles could be an under-the-radar pick. Carpenter has a .960 OPS versus lefties. Although limited at-bats against this pitcher, he's shown he can deliver. Priced at $2,600, Carpenter offers a decent risk-reward balance. At second base, Brandon Drury has a salary of $2,800 and is facing a challenging team, but keeps a decent batting average versus the pitcher. Drury scored 6, 0, and 10 fantasy points in his last games, making him an intriguing choice. Ernie Clement at third base is another value pick, priced at $2,500. Clement has a .264 batting average, and a solid past performance shows promise, as he scored 7, 10, and 28 points in his last games. For shortstop, consider Geraldo Perdomo. Priced at $3,200, Perdomo maintains a .287 batting average on the season and scored 9, 0, and 19 points in his last games. He offers a stable value pick for your lineups. Lastly, for an outfield value pick, look into Willie Calhoun from the Angels. Priced at $2,900, Calhoun has been doing well with a .273 batting average and 4 home runs. A recent Essentially Sports article highlighted his use of advanced pitching technology, the traject arc, which might give him an extra edge. He scored 32, 2, and 7 points in his last games, making him worth a look. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draft-dashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.